Hello there, right here. We have a brand new pre-release. We actually got two of them. We got pre-release 3 as well as 4. This fixed a lot of bizarre bugs like infinitely flying horses. So leave a like and make sure you are still subscribed, and let's get into it. He also fixed a quite old bug to do with people getting some unusual textures being applied to different blocks and also on the different GUIs, despite them not having anything added to the game. This was in the game since 1.14. It could even cause people to have like the horse texture as their chest, or the end dimension background as their inventory. And this looks like the dolphin's texture. This person got the Ravager texture inside of the brewing stand. It seems like this bug was also maybe the cause of people getting those like invisible horses, which appears to be like the llama skin applied to the horse maybe. There's a rabbit skin on a polar bear. This one's crazy like the Ender Dragon's part of their crafting table. This looks like the moon or the sun, but it's actually a mob texture. And the only time I've ever seen it when it came to choosing your Minecraft servers in the menu. Over on the left hand side, maybe you notice that sometimes the icon would end up being a texture. I always remember being my player's skin texture. Have you guys ever ran across this? And if so, what type of textures did you see? Now last pre-release they changed how dispensers and boats work. This actually broke when it came to dispensing boats from underneath. So before it was like this, you got a dispenser, you power it, the boat would spawn on top of it. But with the last change, it was making the boats that just spawn inside the water and not at the surface even though it's very close. And this would just cause the boat to sink because it's deep in the water. So with it fixed, now they will be at the top. When it came to you riding a mob and giving it something like jump boost or levitation or slow falling, it wasn't actually working. That is until you relogged or unloaded the chunks. And then once the chunks are loaded, all of a sudden the rideable mob got the effects. And this bug was actually in the game since 1.12 and it's finally fixed, so now you don't have to worry about accidentally dying thinking that your horse has these effects. Another related problem is that even though this horse has slow falling, when you'd actually hit the ground with it, it would actually take a lot of damage despite slow falling is supposed to make them take no damage. That was resolved along with this crazy bug where if your horse got hit by levitation and you died at the same time, your horse would actually get an infinite effect of levitation. Now this just seems really cool. So it's pretty much like having flying mode. Now this last bug is actually in the full release of 1.19.4, so you can take advantage of it before updating. Speaking of riding a mob, so if this player would be placed onto this chicken here, you can see it doesn't look very good. This was a bug related to teleporting mobs that are being ridden. And they resolved a similar problem to do with display entities and them being teleported while something was riding them. Speaking of displays, if you would happen to summon one in, that would have a pressure plate there, and when you would step on the pressure plate could push downwards, but it would never spring back up because that supposedly invisible display is actually holding it down. Now this is not intended, as these displays are not supposed to interfere with your world. So they fix this for displays, markers, and interactions. They also fix this problem where if you get hit by multiple mobs, now the death message will come up correctly instead of before saying that you would happen to die from like this husk, despite the husk hitting you first and the zombie hitting you last. Last time they fixed some messed up textures when it came to crafting the beds with color, but it turns out now you can't even right click to select what type of color bed you want. So they had to reintroduce that back into the game. Despite this iron golem not touching this wool block here, we can actually see the game was producing these white wool particles, which is a more minor bug that they fixed, along with 2 capitalization and misspell changes. And shortly after coming out with the pre-release 3, they came out with pre-release 4, which fixed crashing which was occurring in the multiplayer screen, which probably also makes it one of the fastest pre-releases, coming just an hour after the previous. On May 17th, we also reached the 14th anniversary of Minecraft. This corresponds with the day that Minecraft was first released to the public, way back in 2009. And you guys might remember when they did their 10-year anniversary, they did a lot of special events, special maps. They also had this cool page here which goes into a little bit of history of what came out on what years. Even a prediction for 2029, saying Minecraft is released on Mars. Also saying creepers somehow escape the game and enter reality. And existence of top secret time traveling technology that Mojang used to write about the future updates accidentally leaked on this timeline. Whoops. We'll have to see if any of these come true. And also on the 10-year anniversary, it gave out stuff like being able to play the classic version on browser, 10% off Marketplace, 25% off Minecraft Shop, and 50% off the Minecraft game. But Minecraft had no such announcement on May 17th. Here you can see May 16th, and the next post being on May 18th. They just completely didn't post anything on May 17th here on their Twitter, where it seems like they're more focused on the Minecraft Legends. I think it would have been nice if they at least put out some kind of announcement, because Anniversaries only come around once a year because it is a long ways away from their 20-year anniversary, but maybe they'll do one for their like 15-year. What do you guys think? I guess I get pretty excited about the Minecraft anniversaries because I started soon after the game came public. I have a lot of cool stories about the early days of Minecraft, like joining the Minecraft website because that's the only place you could play it, and at one point seeing the website finally reaching 500 people playing Minecraft, which was insane at the time because the numbers never reached that high until after it was up for a while. So this means that my 14-year anniversary playing Minecraft is also around this time. You guys can check out my entire story of the first 10 years of me playing and all the cool screenshots I took over the years. I'll have that video linked down below. More 1.20 tricks in this playlist here. And don't forget, I have a Discord, so if you guys are on there, be sure to join mine. I'll have it linked down below. And big thanks to all my supporters which make these videos possible. I really enjoy messing around with Minecraft, and it's so cool to share my experience with all of you. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!